Hello guys, welcome back to another FTCam video. And ew, this cockpit, there we go. So in this video we talk about this airplane. It's a very interesting plane. Earlier I did feature another 4-engine plane that I wouldn't generally say is what you would think of when you think of one. This is relatively small for a 4-engine plane. This is a large airplane, but the Airbus A340 here, as you saw in the title, but it's nowhere near as big as something like, say, a 747 or Airbus A380 or other massive 4-engine planes. There is some materials to this, even though the cockpit is whatever. But yeah, this plane was developed in the 1990s, and it used to be kind of successful. The plane is currently going to be retired, and it has some. It's pretty much a dead plane at this point. I mean, first of all, many people note on how sluggish the A340 is. It's 130 knots. It takes a long time to accelerate, and its takeoff capacity is a lot worse than other airliners. It's another problem I'll cover on in a future video. The problem with long fuselages that are really thin and low landing gear mean that basically there's a good chance of a tail strike, which is something no one wants. But yeah, and the Airbus A340 though, it's not really those problems. It was kind of successful. I mean, when Airbus was originally planning the A380 way back in the 90s and 80s, they proposed getting two A340 fuselages and putting them next to each other, and it was nicknamed the Double Bubble. It wasn't a success, because they realised that was a bit of a ludicrous idea, and they chose this. Let's try and fly this plane inverted. But God, this can actually do that. But yeah, so that's a big problem. The engine's literally broke, but never mind, they're working now. But yeah, the plane has that problem because with those 4 engines, Jesus Christ, his wings, the plane really has a problem with fuel efficiency. First of all, it has really tiny engines. That's why it has 4 in the first place. They're very weak. Sure, they are high bypass, but pretty much every engine's been that since the 47 and C5 Galaxy, apart from like 737-200, which was still being produced after that, and the 727. But most airplanes, it does a tilted landing gear, so that's a nice feature by Airbus, and it's still it's an advanced airplane. It's just so many airlines prefer, for example, like the A350. It's more fuel efficient with its 2 engines. It carries comparable numbers of passengers. It's not as sluggish, and it has, which basically means it has better stopping capacity, so it can work from more airports, which is something the airlines care about more. Compatibility, which Apple doesn't care about, but whatever, that was a joke. But yeah, let's try and land this thing and see how well it goes. So this is a relatively short video here, but this is kind of just a video talking about how the A340, I don't even think any fly anymore. Oh, that was a smooth. That's probably my smoothest landing ever, but whatever. It's not really a thing to be proud of. The only thing to be proud of is how we're rolling onto the dust. And dust, the grass. So, yeah. Thank you for just watch this video, everyone. I mean, this plane was a failure. It's very sluggish, and basically 4 engines are the complete reason for its failure as an airliner. The A340, let me rephrase that. It sold, Airbus made a profit, but the reason why it's being retired now, and why if it were released today, for example, it would be an absolute failure. So 747's been retired, and that thing has 4 engines. They're more efficient, and it carries more passengers, and I'd say it's even more capability because the 747 isn't a sluggish plane, and it has really good stopping capabilities. And that's still... don't even think they fly passengers anymore. Never mind, I think Korean Air flies them still on 747s, but apart from that, it's not really much. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this short video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and consider subscribing down below, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, good night.